So it says, remove Aquaman Heard from Aquaman, or remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 petition at record high. I'm off to a great start today. That's fantastic. I'm going to edit that out in post, ladies and gentlemen. I'll leave it in there. I'll leave it in there. I'm gonna stand by my words.
Nice.
So it says the petition to remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 has reached a record high, which follows the verdict being read in the Johnny Depp defamation lawsuit moments ago. The jury found in unanimous favor of Johnny Depp and awarded the actor $15 million, while also stating that Amber Heard acted with malice and that her statements made to the Washington Post were false. I want to clarify that he didn't end up getting it's not $15 million. I believe it ended up being because it ended up being there's a cap on the damages, so he got like $10 million for compensatory, $15 million for punitive, but because of the cap on punitive damages, it was like $350,000, so it came to like 10.35 million, but then she won $2 million, so it's like 8.35 million all in, which oddly enough is almost poetic that it's very close to the $7 million divorce settlement that they had that she never paid out entirely to the ACLU or to that hospital, which is kind of it is a little bit poetic,
Chef's
if you ask
kiss.
me. I do want to read her statement just before we get into the rest of it, because she released this yesterday. So it says, "The disappointment I feel is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could publicly be shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. I believe Johnny's attorneys succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore the evidence." Thank you. And that was me saying that, not Amber Heard saying that.
And ignore the evidence. Thank you.
Yes, and ignore the evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK. I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I seem to have lost a right I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly. Whatever your thoughts are on the outcome of the trial, I do believe that he won in the court of public opinion handily. But in this case, I do think like when she says stuff like she's like what she cares about for women, I don't buy. She
doesn't care about women.
I don't.
I genuinely believe that she's upset. Obviously,
yes.
But it's for herself.
Yes,
which isn't a bad thing. You don't have to be a right fighter.
No. Nope. When she talks about mountain of evidence, it's brown and on the bed, right?
Yes, it's a separate mountain. There was I told Mary
Maybe that's
earlier.
A little hill.
A little hill.
There was make an
emoji for that.
There was a large mountain of evidence she had to overcome. There was a great meme from like a Libertarian earlier. It says Johnny Depp wins on 3 cases of defamation and Amber Heard wins on 1 case of defecation.
Perfect.
Which as the 12-year-old I am inside laughed very heavily at that. So, but I don't think for a moment that this will stop her from working long term. I think that she will work in smaller projects, and we are going to talk about 2 movies that she's got coming out. But they do not want her on Aquaman 2. So it says, Amber Heard has been exposed. Okay, we're going to go back up to the top here. It says, as a result, the remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 petition via change.org. Again, there is never, I don't know if there is such a thing as a actually successful change.org petition, but
if she's taken out of Aquaman 2, that changes forever.
Yes, like we'll have to then give change.org actual credence when we talk about it. It now has 4.44 million signatures and is fastly closing in on 4.5 million signatures.
Bots.
Dead internet theory. So it says,
Just
quote,
make a new email and there you go.
Yep. Amber Heard has been exposed as a domestic abuser by Johnny Depp, states the petition, which is aimed at DC and Warner Brothers. In his $50 million lawsuit, Johnny Depp describes many instances of domestic abuse that he suffered at the hands of his then-wife, Amber Heard, including one incident where she punched him in the face, where she punched him twice in the face, and another where she shattered his finger with a vodka bottle, and his finger had to be surgically reattached. He will bear the scar from that for the rest of his life. I watched. Did you see the thing of him playing music the other day?
Yes.
I saw a photo of it.
Wouldn't that affect his ability to play music severely?
Yeah.
No.
Really? Would it?
I mean, somebody in the chat.
Is he right-handed?
Somebody in the chat would have to let me know if
Which hand was it?
I don't know.
If it's his right hand and he plays guitar, with a righty, then I don't think so. 'Cause he's still picking. He could still hold a pick with the middle finger.
Okay, all right. So if he was playing piano, it would, or if he was playing.
I've seen enough inspirational videos on YouTube where you can have like no limbs and still play piano though.
Those are the ones. Those are always like designed to make like there's this amazing channels of people who like they skateboard blind. And it's like, make me feel bad for like not wanting to go out and skate, like get my daily session in.
What's your excuse, man?
Like that's literally what I repost it every time. I'm like, I was like, fine, I'll go out and skate for an hour before bed.
Yeah.
If this guy can do it, like I have no excuses whatsoever. So her statement is not at all surprising, but when they talk about it here, they talk about the $350,000 that was the cap on the $5 million punitive damages. But also the Heard's team says that Depp's team demonized my client and that they're unable to pay the $10.4 million. And I do believe that she probably doesn't have the capital to pay the full amount, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that she would be able to? I don't know if she has that much money.
Let me look up her estimated net worth. Those things are never real.
They're never right.
Yeah.
But let's just guess.
Maybe it gives you like a general idea. So it says, do you think that his team demonized her? Or do you think this was a case of the internet run wild?
I personally don't. If you consider just telling the truth, demonizing someone, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
My issue with it is more just that some of the things that I've been reading have been like, it's like, look, this trial was televised. People, for once, were not subject to the media's interpretation of events. They were able to watch it live and make up their minds for themselves.
Right.
And that's kind of damning when you think about it.
I think the money doesn't. I don't care about the money in this case, especially because they're two Hollywood types. But it was sweet justice to see the court of public opinion turn against her.
This is not reliable. Fox Business reports it as $8 million.
Okay.
And then there's another one that lists it as $2.5 million, and it also, I think she earned $10 million in gross income between 2013 and 2019.
Okay, so it's all over the place.
So
it's
possible to
she
know.
will be on OnlyFans soon.
But that is like
she can make a lot of money on OnlyFans.
she could, maybe from you.
Dang.
Ow.
You gonna subscribe?
I'm not gonna subscribe.
She does have a lot of fans out there, though, so I'm sure she'd do all right.
If you look at her Twitter, like when she posted this, there like most of the comments that I saw were ones that were, there's it's always
she's getting torn apart in the quote tweets.
Yeah,
and
but
people are arguing about it still.
In the people, it says, "You're my hero. I will always be on your side. You inspire so many people to fight for justice." It's just so funny and backwards.
No one thinks about Amber Heard like that.
No.
I'm not, and I don't even agree with the way that that people are reacting to this.
How would you have liked it? Like if this had like had the perfect outcome, how would it have turned out for you?
A perfect outcome?
If there was such a thing as a utopian perfect outcome, how would this have turned out?
It would get dismissed in the first place. It would have never gone into a civil suit because I believe that it was a mutual situation.
So maybe to you in the perfect situation, he doesn't win money, but it comes out that she's also not.
I don't think that the op-ed had enough evidence that it was defamatory. I just don't think that. Did he?
I don't know this because I didn't watch it as closely as you guys did, but did the op-ed make it so he lost his jobs? Like, did
that's their argument. When I read it, it was such a reach insinuation.
I do believe that she meant she was insinuating to him, but it was very
I'm sure she is
tepid.
Like, if we're admitting or like if we're placing the safe bet that the abuse in their relationship was mutual, then it wouldn't be a lie to say that she's been the victim of abuse. And she also clarified in the article, thank you, that she was a victim of abuse in her younger years, her like childhood years.
Right.
And don't forget, she was arrested for assaulting her ex girlfriend. I saw that. Taja, what's it? Taja Van Ray, or something like that. Yeah. So she has like my issue was not that you're claiming that you were abused. It's that you. I feel like
she's claiming that she's been abused, which is true.
But my issue is like to be a spokesperson for abuse, you should also probably not be an abuser as well. Given the fact that it happened to you.
It's hypocritical and a lie.
Yes,
but that isn't the issue. Like, it comes down to, did the op-ed defame Johnny Depp.
And you don't
And it
believe that.
never mentioned that it was in a previous marriage. It never mentioned in adulthood. It literally just said she became a public figure representing domestic abuse.
I think defamation law says, though, that you don't have to name the person specifically if it's pretty easy to identify.
You don't have
the
to,
person,
but
right?
it was such a reach.
Yeah.
The insinuation.
Yeah.
That
I don't think it's
just
such a
don't
reach.
think it was
I don't
there.
think it's such a reach. I think that it's tepid compared to what people made it out to be, but I don't think it's such a reach is the right
She
word
didn't
for
even
it.
say, like, in a previous relationship, I went through blah, blah, blah.
And then remember that
didn't even say that.
That lawsuit was written by like a lawyer, like
Right.
From the ACLU. So
Right.
I do want to talk about here. It just says Amber Heard is slated to star in 2 blockbusters following Johnny Depp trial. Okay, blockbusters is a very generous term for this, but it says Amber Heard is set to star in 2 blockbuster movies following her trial with ex-husband Johnny Depp. The former couple have been locked into bitter trial for weeks, with millions watching out. The most intimate details of their relationship were put on display for the world to see. So then it goes down here and it says, however, with all that, they're talking about the trial before, Heard is also slated for 2 more movies in the coming months. According to her IMDb page, she will play Grace Burnham in a demonic thriller called In the Fire, excuse me. And the synopsis says, a doctor from New York travels to a remote plantation in the 1890s to care for a disturbed boy who seems to have inexplicable abilities, which sounds fairly interesting. She begins treating the child, but in doing so ignites a war of science versus superstition with a local priest who believes the boy is possessed by the devil and is the reason for all the village's woes. I don't know. That sounds
It's kind of trite. I'm like, what's with horror movies are just like, here's this child, but he's weird.
That's been going on for years. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Children of the
Not
Corn is a classic. Are
Easy.
you kidding me?
And she plays a doctor, and spoiler alert, I hear she ends up setting up the child. He's not really evil at all.
The
The doctor just sets up everything. It's really
She
messed up.
wrote a really mean article about
It's
the
an
kid in
op-ed.
the local village
Yeah,
paper.
yeah.
And the kid gets in trouble because she's like, look,
Horrible.
I was a victim of demonic children in a previous
I was a victim of
previous
demonic
relation.
abuse, and
Yes.
I became a public figure in the village representing demonic abuse.
I am a demonic abuse victim, and I am
Right.
here to advocate on behalf of all this entire village who are full of demonic abuse victims.
Yes.
I, Amber Heard's character.
I stand for
You know,
all
I've actually come
demonic
across
abuse
support groups for
victims.
people like that.
there you
in
go.
My,
There
in my
you go.
research.
That's perfect. You have.
I have, yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
so that's a real thing.
Oh man.
What if she pivoted to that and
Yeah.
she just gets into like the supernatural?
Yeah.
so-
It's like AA for demonic possessed
Yep.
people. It's nice.
So it says the site also states that she has been cast for Run Away With Me, another thriller that centers on an American in Paris who falls for a model, with the pair becoming embroiled in a criminal underworld of the European modeling industry. That seems more up her alley. Like she could pull off I don't know what the word, vacuous model who falls into a criminal world pretty well.
Yeah.
Cool idea.
That could be pretty well. And if you look at that one, was called Run Away With Me, and that one's in pre-production right now. And the other people listed, this was the other one listed on this movie. She was the only one listed for that movie, and I had not heard of the director. But the other one is in post-production, and that's Into the Fire. That's the one with Grace Burnham, and that's got Eduardo Noriega. It's different than the other Noriega. Lorenzo McGovern-Zaney, Luca Calvani, and Sophie Amber. Nobody that I've heard of, so I don't know if this is perhaps if it's an independent movie that makes more sense.
So she's filmed all these already.
The one Into the Fire she has already filmed.
Right.
That's the one with her being demonic. Demonic abuse survivor.
She's been cast for Run
yes,
Away With
the
Me.
other one she's been cast for. Do they keep her on?
Yes.
Like, do you think
We're
they
not
might
as bad
like
as the
if
others.
it-
Redemption. I believe in redemption.
Yep.
And I think maybe this turn of events, let's see, maybe she gives us a great performance.
So-
Maybe they're gonna pay her less though.
I
Oh,
don't care
yeah,
about
her-
that, yeah.
her
Let's just do it
market-
for free.
her market
Yeah.
share has gone down
Yeah. Or
tremendously.
they could just pay Depp directly.
But I feel like I would be more likely to watch something with her in it now that she's
This has happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the center of controversy. It's just
Yeah.
funny to me.
What if she turns it around and becomes an absolutely phenomenal actress?
Stoked, good.
Like she's like, I was just kind of average and coasting on my looks before, but now I'm actually gonna starts going back to classes, graduates from Tisch, and
Yeah.
gets really good at acting. That
Yeah.
would be
I'd be into that. She finds some inner peace.
I would like to see her own redemption arc. Do I believe that that's going to happen? No, but
Well,
I would love to see her
I-
be able to put. What's
Yeah.
up?
I could tell her like
Yep.
I could tell her that Alec Baldwin is doing fine. and he shot someone dead.
He's in that movie. He's like they're shopping that at Cannes this year, and he's like he just started a production company from that. So they're he's a Hollywood. Or we talked about Kevin Spacey. He's
Right.
got the two movies coming out now, just as those allegations came into what happened with in the UK, the four allegations against him.
There's new ones.
There's
for him?
new ones, yeah.
But the other ones those guys have passed away now.
A bunch, yeah. The ones here had passed away under mysterious circumstances, but the ones in the UK, like he's going to, and like a bunch of people were writing articles that were like, the people in the UK should probably be very wary about Kevin Spacey coming to kind of get his day in court out there, because you never know what could happen.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Clinton of Hollywood.
he kind of is the Clinton of Hollywood. There were super chats.
Yes, there were. Let's see. Hava Owens said, "We must be careful of celeb worship. Don't forget."
He's that when I
might be guilty though.
Scroll back. There's more at the top
there
there.
are more.
But he's absolutely right about that, because if you read down like on any celebrity's Twitter, it's always weird. Like the stuff people say to them, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Caper2X said, "Bravo Zulu to Hannah Claire and Nick for their field report."
Thank you.
Waffles Sensei said his name is Shanae Cash Girl.
That is your name.
I love that.
We're gonna.
you.
Are you gonna change it right now?
I can't do it. I would have to do that next episode.
They said
Okay.
Shanae. They spelled it
Yeah.
like that because I actually, when I was in 8th grade, they made us take home bags of flour to pretend like we had babies, and I named it Shanae.
Oh.
Yeah,
That-
after the show Martin, which was one of my favorite.
Yes.
One of my favorite comedies.
Incredible.
Thank you for that.
Perfect.
I'm now Shanae.
Hava Owens said, "Let's go, crew. Time for another hit show."
Yes,
and then
it
he
is.
also said, "We must." Oh,
Yep.
I
We
read
must
that
be
one
careful of
before.
celebrity worship. Please do not forget.
Waffle Sensei said, "Brett will definitely sign up for Amber's OnlyFans for research purposes."
That's
Research purposes
That's fair.
only.
That's what we were talking about on IRL last night when they were talking about look like Tim's like had to look up stuff about like the stuff Sleepy Joe sent to his son.
Oh, yeah.
He's like I had to literally look it up for research.
Tim's
and-
on a list now.
He's definitely on a list, and that would mean that if I was to, maybe get Amber Heard's OnlyFans, it would be purely for the sake of this show
Yeah.
becoming a better show.
Yeah, stay tuned for the review from these two.
It's not for me; it's for you guys.
Nice.
That's
Yes.
why I would have her OnlyFans.
Hava Owens said, "I think Waffle is onto something big here." True. And then John Lee said, "I work for the doctor that was Johnny's expert witness for Johnny's finger injury.
Whoa.
I can say that Johnny has a very honest team knowing his expert." Well, we don't know if you're telling the truth, but
I want to believe that.
Yes, I'm going to give him because I can. I'm going to give him the
We
benefit of the doubt.
believe you.
I believe him. So it's like
Mary could play a demon kid pretty good. Oh, thanks.
there you go.
That's good. That's also true.
We will make a movie.
It's also true.
About Mary as a demon as a demon child. It's not too far off, right? No,
That's
she's
great.
mad.
No,
now.
I could do it.
She could do it. She could totally do
That'd
it.
be great.
All right, so let's move on and let's talk about Netflix.
Oh wait, real quick though,
yeah,
before
go
you do
ahead.
that, Beetlejuice 2, I had no idea.
Yeah,
Johnny Depp.
yeah,
What?
they're working on it.
I'm excited.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
excited.
We'll go see that one.
Good.
You can be here for the review for that.
All right, I'd love to. That's one of my favorites.
All right. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.